Hello and welcome, this is VTTV and we're going to be interviewing James from Bullies Out.
How do you recommend dealing with bullies in the best way?
I think the best way of dealing with bullies is by speaking to someone. You've got to speak to someone first, so whether that's your teacher, another friend or somebody at home, you've got to speak to them first and tell them how you're feeling, tell them what's going on. If it's online, make sure you've got evidence of the messages you've received. Only then can you start to deal with the issue with the bully themselves.
Why did you take this job and what's the best part of it for you?
I got involved with Bullies Out because I know the good work that the charity does, and some of the funding isn't always proportionately distributed to the charity, so I know the good work they do and the support they need. I'm quite passionate about speaking to young people and also adults as well. We do work with adults who get bullied in the workplace, so in work, so that the situation might be different, so they might be in work as opposed to in school, but bullying is still the same thing, whether you're in school or in work. The best part of it for me is speaking to young people like yourselves and seeing how you guys deal with it, whether it be in the school playground or online on any apps.
What is the most common bullying?
We think the most common type at the minute, which is a huge issue, is cyberbullying. So that's bullying that goes over the internet. It can be from basic emails or messages that go online to Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and then apps on your phone as well. So any games and stuff like that. So I think the cyberbullying is definitely the most common form of bullying at the minute.
Have you ever been bullied yourself? If so, how did it affect you?
I haven't been bullied. I was lucky enough in school that I didn't suffer from any bullying, but I know plenty of people who did suffer with it, boys and girls, and probably about 3 or 4 of people I was in school with actually left school during the time I was in school and went to a different school because of bullying, and that was boys and girls as well. So I've seen it happen quite badly, and at the time growing up I don't think I realised how bad it was and how serious it is.
How do we know when the line crosses from banter to bullying?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and I can't give you a simple answer to that. I think banter is meant to be something that's light-hearted between people who know each other, friends, but sometimes it can be about how you perceive it. So the word sensitive is used a lot of time for people who maybe don't take banter that well. But that's not particularly fair, because something could maybe be intended as banter, as a joke, but if it's perceived as something hurtful and quite spiteful, that is classed as bullying. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the banter tag should have been put on the comment in the first place. So it's a really hard line to kind of assess, really. But we would say if someone doesn't take something as banter, it may not be bullying, it may be classed as bullying, but it shouldn't be classed as acceptable.
What's the best advice you can give a friend who is being bullied?
I think the best advice I'd give someone who's being bullied is, again, they need to speak to someone. They need to speak to someone they trust as well, not just anyone. They need to speak to someone they trust, speak with them, talk to them about how they feel. So if they feel a bit down about it, you've got to speak to them. You've got to speak to people in all positions of authority, so that's your teachers, your parents, talk about what's been going on, and I'm sure that those people then will take it further and speak to the person who is perceived to be doing the bullying, and they can sort it out.
Thank you so much for coming to see us today.
And thank you for watching, like and subscribe below.
Like that.